Hello, good morning. Today for my retail marketing class, I'm going to showcase my online exotic pet breeding business, D&C Reptiles. The name for this business stands for mine and my partner's names, D for Dina and C for Casey. Reptiles will be our main focus, of course. The intended market for D&C Reptiles is exotic pet enthusiasts and hobbyists, people that share a like-minded love for owning your non-typical pets like cats and dogs. We wanted to specialize particularly with reptiles, amphibians, and invertebrates after our own hearts. We wanted to add to the quality of these pets and truly set their owners up for success for their pets to thrive when they take them home. With that being said, D&C is a pet supply shop. For the first few years at least, we want to focus on breeding and selling these animals. However, I think within the next 5 years, we would want to expand into selling the supplies to house these animals in. That being enclosures, heaters, lights, and any other accessories needed for the animals to thrive. Of course, right now we will focus on the living things, that being plants and animals. Now I'll go into further detail in the next slides, but the 5 groups we have are reptiles, amphibians, invertebrates, feeder colonies to feed these animals, and plants to set up bioactive enclosures to simulate the animal's natural environment. One of the reptiles that we are going to focus on is ball pythons, also known as royal pythons, which is by far the most common reptile owned in the hobby. This girl right here is actually one of our founding breeders, and she'll be ready to breed in the next 6 months. We also plan on breeding sand boas, another popular snake to own. We don't have a pair of these right now, but we do plan on getting some rather soon. King snakes and milk snakes are also a popular option in the hobby. I looped them together because there is a thin line between their genus, so they're basically almost the same. We do have an up-and-coming pair of milk snakes probably ready to breed by the end of next year, which is perfect timing since they are a fall breeding species. Lizards and skinks are a lesser hobby of ours, but we still find them really cool. The one pictured is a fire skink, which would be awesome to breed as we establish ourselves as a business more. With amphibians, we want to focus mostly on frogs and axolotls. We already have a colony of gray tree frogs, which is what's pictured, and we also plan on having axolotls soon, as well as dart frogs. Invertebrates are cool for hobbyists who just want something to display in their home. Isopods and springtails are especially common for those making bioactive enclosures for their larger reptiles and amphibians. An added bonus is isopods come in all sorts of colors and patterns, so they can make an enclosure even more exciting. Spiders really aren't my thing personally, but my partner loves them, so she has decided that she'll do her thing with the spiders and I'll do my thing with praying mantises. Now for the feeders. There has to be a way to feed all these animals, and the primary diet is rats, mice, and a variety of insects. Not only can we offer these in our store, but we will take down the cost of feeding our own animals by raising our own. The expenses, especially startup costs, are the truly daunting thing of owning and operating a business. Our total startup for all animals, housing, websites, and licensing totals to $3,432. Monthly upkeep totals to $612. This includes feed, facility utilities, internet, and website upkeep. Additional cost for expanding breeding pairs is $650 to $3,000 depending on the animal and the fact its breeding age. Our initial breeding stock expense was low due to us either having been giving them under special circumstances or, for the bigger part, having gotten them at a younger age and raised them up, which usually takes around 1.5 to 2 years. And of course, additional housing per animal or colony is about $200. Now, our timeline for the first year, which we've already started actually, is pretty simple. We want to start small and expand as the demand grows. Starting out, we will likely advertise our animals for sale across platforms. We'll advertise primarily through Instagram and Morph Market, a major website that connects reptile breeders with buyers. 6 months from now, our ball python will start producing, and at 9 months, we'll have our first clutch of snake hatchlings. And within a year, we could expand to some other species that I've talked about already. This was just a simple overview of mine and my partner's plan for our online business. I hope that you got insight on what we are doing and where we are going with this. Thank you. Bye for now.